Florida man made it out of Florida in the nick of time. We are here at 3D Printopia 2024, Escape from Hurricane Helene edition. The doors just opened. It is packed full of people. So let's get into it. We're here at the Polymaker booth. We're at the Polymaker Education booth here with my buddy Pete, talking all about, well, the ABCs, the 1, 2, 3s, and the filament T's. I'm trying. This is all about Polymaker Education. Pete, talk to us about what Polymaker Education is and what the intention of this program is.
Polymaker Education, so Britt is running content and models based upon helping teachers and kids learning all the way from K up to college.
Okay.
Models based on their age. But we have a lot of free models on the Polymaker Education. Also, a lot of content behind this made by Britt.
Yep, Creatrix Britt is how she goes by, right?
Yep,
is that
Creatrix Britt.
Okay.
Also, all of these models are geared towards the, well, not all of them, but the younger crowd. They are good for no choking hazard. So all of them do have soft edges, no sharp corners, such like that.
That's always nice. That's that little added touch that doesn't technically need to be there, but it's really valuable to have it, especially when the younger kids are trying to get involved.
And also, whenever we make the models, we have the little choke tube. That way we make sure that no pieces will go inside that tube.
So you're verifying it.
Yeah, no choking hazard.
How many models or classes and things are out there right now?
I'm not really sure on how many are education-based models, but I do know that we are making a good effort on the Polymaker side of things to get that rolling in schools.
Is it on like YouTube, TikTok? Where's the content for this?
So you can look it up anywhere. Polymaker Education is what it's called, and then you'll find it. And then Britt will be behind all the content.
Nice. Hey, we'll link to Polymaker Education, Creatrix Britt, and my boy P. Shea over here, Shirtle Designs, down in that description. Guys, check them out. We got so much more content coming from 3D Printopia 2024. Stay tuned. On to the next one. It would not be 3D Printopia without the master of strings, Miss 3D PrintBunny, but we're not here talking about your amazing string art 3D printing that you do. We're talking about something else. For those of you that don't know, this is Natalie, aka 3D PrintBunny. Talk to us about what's going on.
It's a community art project. Every single one of these has been created by a different person. They've signed them on the back. And we are creating an enormous community artwork, which we're going to auction off for the Sanjay Mortimer Foundation.
At Smurf this year, 2024.
This year, yes.
How many pieces do you know?
There's about 130 on here.
How many total?
At least 400 to 500.
Wow, that's going to be a big piece.
So far.
That's going to be a really big
We may have to
piece.
have 2 pieces.
That's right, and there are some unique ones. Like there's one here that was 3D printed and then cast. So this one's made out of resin by Adrian Perez, which is pretty cool. I like that this is all community driven. The idea is that it's all blue, right?
Vaguely.
So if you're gonna be a part of it, make it blue, please. And it's this is the last collection time until Smurf, right?
Until Smurf, yes. So this is the end of it, and then everything goes into a big tub, gets sent over to the UK. We're gonna need a big table in the UK.
Gonna need a bigger table, that's right.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
If you want to still get in on this, and you know anyone that is going to Smurf, reach out to them. Because maybe you can send them your flower to get into the final mural before it gets auctioned off to benefit the Sanjay Mortimer Foundation. We're gonna be doing some crazy stuff this year too. Our goal for 3D Musketeers is to raise $10,000 to the Sanjay Mortimer Foundation. I have authorized some fun things, but if you can think of anything where you want me to either embarrass myself or have a little bit of fun to raise money for the SMF, let us know down in those comments, because it all goes to charity. It all goes to help neurodiverse makers like myself and many of you. I love this project because every single one of these is unique.
Yep.
I don't see very many that are even remotely the same color.
Yeah.
And that means that so many people in this industry have had a hand in making a one-of-one custom piece of art, which is super freaking cool. I love this.
Absolutely amazing. And the response has been from the community has just been absolutely phenomenal. We did not expect to get nearly so many.
This is what happens when your project gets a lot of attention and views. People all of a sudden are like, ooh, I want to do it, ooh, I want to do it, ooh, I want to do it.
Yeah.
And it becomes this thing where it went from maybe 50 or 100 that you were expecting, now there's close to 500. Can we get them over the 500 mark? I don't know. If you haven't done one of these yet, you better get on it. And we are currently planning on going to the Sanjay Mortimer Rep Fest, so maybe we'll do a collection, ship a box over or something like that. If you want us to do that kind of thing, let us know down in those comments. But Miss 3DPrintBunny, where can people find you and your awesome projects?
So these models are on Thangs.
Okay.
I've got a profile on Thangs, 3DPrintBunny, just look me up.
Yep.
And all my other models are also on Thangs. Most of them are free, just download them, have a go. And if you've never done strings because you think they're too hard, give it a go. Give it a go, you can do it.
You really do make it easy.
That's the idea.
We printed quite a few of your string models, and it's magic. You know. Honestly, it really is. The way that you're utilizing 3D printing, kind of problems that a lot of us deal with, but to the advantage of the artwork is so cool.
Yeah.
So cool.
Thank you.
Thank you. Just check out 3DPrintBunny, check out the Maker Flower project. We will link to both of those in the description. You know where to find it. Go support these awesome creators because 3DPrintBunny has some really great files that are great for loved ones for the holidays and really to torture test your 3D printer to see is your bridging really as good as you think it is, because Natalie here will tell you hers is better than yours. It's always great seeing awesome makers like this, especially ones that are normally upside down. You're right side up for a couple of days. It is always great seeing you. We always love hanging out when we can at the show. So thank you so much for making the trek over to collect more awesome makes from more awesome makers. Don't forget to make your Maker Layer Connection flowers. We'll link to that as well so you can get these printed out so it can be a part of the auction at the Sanjay Mortimer Rep Festival 2024. Let me know if you want to get Miss 3DPrintBunny on a podcast. She didn't know that I was going to say that, but you should comment below and say that you definitely want her on a podcast so we can figure that one out. We're over at Prusa 3D. You know it's not an event for us unless we go check out Team Orange and see what's going on. Of course, we've got the MK4S. We got Rudolph over here. Talk to me about the MK4S, dude.
Well, we have a new upgraded MK4S which came out 12th of August, if I remember correctly.
Sounds about right. We went live as soon as we could. Literally, as soon as that embargo ended, we were live talking about and showing the MK4S on our channel.
So you already showed some of the features, so you already know how impressive cooling it has, and what I think is absolutely beautiful about it, because the movement stayed same, but we actually innovated through better cooling, better high flow, because if you stick a high flow nozzle just of MK4, you will not get the same benefit.
You'll run out of cooling.
The cooling is essential to the performance. And what I like about it is like the colors it can produce that are absolutely insane.
And that new fan just really makes printing. You are running out of hot end before you run out of fan now, where even with PLA, which PLA loves cooling, you're not turning that fan to 100 anymore. You're going to like 65, 70% because it doesn't need any more than that. So you gotta love it when you're giving us way more fan than we need. Because, yeah, better cooling, better printers. Papa John's. And high flow nozzles, CHT style, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, which allows for upwards of 50% higher flow. I think it goes higher in some cases.
It depends on which material you use, etc. But I think the color accuracy is also very important, which you will see on certain filaments. And we can check out the Galaxy Green. It looks...
That is Miss Amber's favorite color, the Galaxy Green. Every time it comes in the shop, all of a sudden it just disappears and she doesn't know where it went. Let me go grab a print. This is the brand new Galaxy Green from Prusa Mint, an absolutely beautiful color.
Let's see how...
It's got some shine to it, a good amount of glitter, and it's a dark green too. It's almost like green ice from Printed Solid, but it's Prusa mint and it's got glitter in it. It's a really, really, really pretty color. And of course, this is the fun 75 degree
75 degree
overhang.
But fun part, you can go up to 80 degree, but then you start to lose a little bit of the quality.
Yeah, you know, that's still pretty darn good. That's almost perfectly vertical without dropping too much. And there's a lot of new colors coming out of Prusa mint, so do stay tuned for that. Of course, we saw in the last couple of months, XL enclosure was launched, mini enclosure was launched, MK4S was launched. There's so much coming out of Prusa research, but I think the big one is, well, PRUSA. Prusa is now assembling some printers here in the United States.
That MK4S is assembled in Delaware.
Printed Solid is taking over some of this assembly. So if you need to get a printer assembled in the United States, you can get it from Printed Solid. We'll link to them in the description as well as Prusa. Because if you want to get something made in America, assembled in America, you can now do it. And I'm also told that there's going to be Prusa mint made in America soon as well.
Exactly. We are going all the way through.
That is awesome. Love to see it. Do we know if it's going to affect anything on the price?
The price is going to remain the same at the moment.
But that means the shipping is going to be cheaper.
Depends.
Depends. All right, we will see. But I think that bodes really well for those of us that love Prusa mint, but want to get it just a little bit faster. And to have extra lines elsewhere in the world means that if something goes wrong in one area, you've got another place to get it done. And really cool colors like this Galaxy Green, awesome colors coming out of Prusa mint. What else is coming out?
That's a good question. We have to see.
I tried. You can't blame me now. But guys, check out all the awesome Prusa printers. You know I'm loving the XL. We want to do a really cool 5-color XL print. What do you want to see us do? They have a tire, and I've always loved the tire print. I need to get that model because it is so good. But let us know if there's any cool 5-color or multi-material prints that you want to see.
Go multi-material. That's very important.
I love multi-material.
Yeah, multi-material supports are the best.
We have a client that we've been doing the same part for years, and it is always a part that I end up cutting myself getting the support material off. It's PLA, did PETG supports, peeled right off, didn't, like, you just breathe on it and the support falls off. Multi-material makes business money. It's amazing because the support material is waste anyways. Make it out of a different material that doesn't stick, and now your time in cleaning up all your parts goes down to effectively zero.
Exactly.
It's so nice. And that's the value of the XL outside of the massive build volume, the optional enclosure, and so much more.
Exactly. You start with the 2 tool heads, you already unlock the multi-material.
Yep.
That's wonderful.
And you can upgrade it.
And you can upgrade it.
Yeah. We started with the 5, bought it day 1, no regrets. It is an amazing machine. Did take a little bit to get to us. That's fine. You can now get them how fast? Like 6 to 8 weeks or less?
No, they are in stock.
In stock. XLs are now in stock, which is super awesome. So if you want to be playing around with multi-material, not playing around with printers that poop or anything like that, check out Prusa Research. We'll link to them in that description. We have so much more content coming from 3D Printopia 2024. We got to get on to the next one. So let's move like a Mark 4S and get speedy. We'll see you in the next one. Take care. If you are at 3D Printopia 2024, you've likely seen these poker chip looking things, and while unfortunately they're not worth anything down at the local poker
Did he just
table,
say that they're not worth anything?
you've likely seen these awesome MakerChips. I will admit personally, I didn't think there was too much to them.
No, he
but
didn't.
now seeing all the different designs that people have done that are all because of this man here, and a lot of the great marketing goes to the ever effervescent lady over here, Miss Liz, and K2 Kevin, showing off the MakerChips, which are a ridiculously unique way for makers to show off 3D printing and have something that is pretty simple to print with your profiles.
Yeah.
Be able to show off multicolor and leave something with somebody that has an impact. Talk about the MakerChips. Where this idea come from?
it's enabled a lot of people to design something for themselves, right?
Right.
Back in February before Rocky Mountain, another Rep Rap festival, I was looking into what am I going to design, be able to hand out to people. And I was thinking, what do I collect? I often collect shot glasses while on vacation.
Right.
And
stuff.
I go to casinos and I have poker chips. And right here, I had a little stack of poker chips on my desk. I started designing my first poker chip, thought of a name of MakerChip, released it, started printing them and brought them to Rocky Mountain. And people loved them.
Yeah.
And then when I saw Zach Friedman sat there in a slicer for 8 hours, filming himself doing the most ridiculous chip I've ever seen.
We love you,
I'm
Zach.
like, we're on to something, right, Zach? I just continue printing them for every show. Since then, it has grown into something where people are bringing them to me, and I love seeing everything they've designed.
Yeah.
They all have their own
The
website,
unique
wherever they're
designs are
going.
so cool.
Yeah.
Where's 3DPrintBunny? Says
Oh,
so
hers
far,
is
hers
so
is
good.
probably my favorite.
I think
Yeah.
it's
right here, right here. It's right there. That is 3DPrintBunny's. It is super cool.
so good.
Oh,
Of course it's so good, right? And
you
then
gotta
Liz,
put the strings in it, you know? It's
That's-
super cool.
absolutely. And then Liz likes a lot of what everybody prints and makes and designs, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
When Liz made her own, she was hooked. Then you can't stop her from making MakerChips, and she wants to make them for everybody, right, Liz?
Yeah, I think it's a really great way to share,
Yeah.
what you're up to, because not only do you have your logo here, but you have a QR code which you can direct to whatever.
Yep.
For example, Karen Chow is a designer, so it goes to her designs. I'm a streamer, it goes to my channels. Some people sell things. We've
Yep.
got lots of companies with branded MakerChips now. And
Evan
it's
brought us some MakerChips.
Yeah.
I assume the QR code just goes through a Rickroll. I never checked it.
it
Yours
it
is
might.
special.
Yeah, yours
Yeah?
is special.
No, yours is
Real special,
Oh,
like the
but
kind of
it's-
special that most of my commenters think I am, or?
Not that special.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't that. I mean, there's feet involved, I think, right?
Well, I mean, hey, as long as you're a paying member
It
at
was-
the $10 tier and higher.
It was printed on a bamboo though.
It was printed on a
Hey,
bamboo.
some people have better luck than I do, and that's okay.
I mean, the odd thing is, not only did I have luck, I printed, I think, 7,000 chips before this show. 2 months, nonstop, and I think I had
7,000 chips?
myself, Fabrico, KB3, all of these.
Star Labs 3D. Yeah.
Yes.
7,000. How much filament is 7,000 MakerChips?
Surprisingly, not much.
Do you
Look
have
how
a number?
we're talking about a 0.8 layer height. I think I went through maybe 15 spools. That's it.
That is surprisingly low.
Yeah. The color is such a thin layer. It's your base color that takes up the most. So you have white, black, or whatever base color. The rest is just, your logo is a 0.8 layer. That's it. So we're very low on color. You're using a lot of white or black or whatever your base color is.
And because you can do such a, at the
sheet
40 mil
25,
size,
yeah.
and it'll fit on a bamboo,
That's
even
right.
though it's a single nozzle, multi, color extruder, then you have to do that purging.
Average is 7 hours. I get it about 7 hours for a full plate of 25 chips.
But that purging is not, it's insignificant on so many pieces.
It's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
And the cool thing about the MakerChip is Nick from Polymaker, of course, he loves community.
We know
he
Nick.
loves all kinds of activity.
Yep.
So he wanted over 200 unique MakerChips at this event.
Okay.
So what he said is, this is your challenge. So, of course, I talk to everybody. I communicate with lots of people.
You
We-
are
we-
the
we do-
marketing
we do
goddess
the
in
things.
this industry.
But we also have a way to involve the community in which we give them a little carrier to take around to the event.
Stuff like this.
Go to all the different booths
Mhm.
and ask for their MakerChip. And if you've collected over 30, Polymaker is giving a free spool of filament. So we had that integration, which involves people that are like lots of little kids. There's
Yep.
lots of big kids too.
Loved it.
It gives
Yeah.
them an incentive to go talk to booths they've never
Yes,
talked
it
to
does.
before.
Yes.
See,
Exactly.
Polymaker really does a good job of incentivizing the community to reach out and meet other people. It's what I've always liked about their marketing strategy. They've really kind of honed in on that because, again, these are not all that difficult to print.
Right.
I do personally stick to the regular business card. Sorry. They're
For
busy.
now,
My machines are busy.
You wait. You
I
just
know. So what you don't know, I don't know if Liz told you, but we used to make these on a full color 3D printer back in the day. I could not find any that were done. So you have
Poker
to,
chips size?
yeah,
Well, we have
40
we've seen,
mil.
Yeah, we've seen MakerChips, like
But
a lot of MakerChips.
they were thick
But-
because they had full
Maker
3D
coins,
logo
sorry, yes.
on it. It's my old logo.
Right,
But if I
right.
find some, I'll send you one.
I'd like
I got to
one.
coat them in super glue.
I would like that.
Which I didn't want to do before the show because there was a hurricane coming by us.
Yeah.
just a little
We're
one.
okay, don't worry.
Just a little one.
They just got so expensive. They're like $5 a piece cost to give out.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Full color 3D printing is expensive.
Yeah.
But this is a great way, especially if you have a multicolor capable 3D printer. Now, so many companies make them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You can make your own maker chip and give them out as something that if you have a small little print shop with, a little business, put them in the orders, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's
But
that
we
kind of
are
stuff is
we
cool.
do have people that have color swap. People are innovating and they're like making
Yep.
a snap together design. Some people print QR code stickers.
Yep.
Some people actually write out their website or their channel
A
directly
few
on it.
People have shared what they've been using them for. So a few people have been selling them to local businesses. They've been
Gotta love
even a pizzeria is handing out MakerChips with
Do
pizzas.
they look like pizzas though?
They look like the pizzeria's logo and like a pizza box.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not confined to the 40 millimeter chip necessarily,
It's a good
but
size.
it was the
though.
inspiration for it anyway.
Yeah.
You also designed something else. Can we look at the holder for him?
Ah, absolutely.
Because
The MakerChip Transporter 500s.
it holds 500 chips
It does.
and
Inside
fits.
this-
Oh
this box
God!
is
I was
full.
trying to fix it, and I'm just all right. Got it.
You're good.
And it fits inside of a Polymaker box,
Yeah.
so you could move 500
That box has
Coins.
stuff in it, but that's okay.
stuff. But you can move 500 coins inside of a box, and that makes it so easy to take these to events and pass them out like they're candy to random YouTubers that like to get in the background of your. You don't get one. I do really like these. You're also showing off some other stuff. You got a really cool multicolored, as Zach Freeman would say, ergobled sign. You've got
There's
Yes.
bamboo tools.
these tool. We got what? I got a lead screw lube. Hey, whatever you do in your
I'm
free time.
telling you.
AMS
Good
power,
stuff.
AMS buffer, and AMS hub to remove those Bowden tubes that are,
The OG clips.
quite frankly, a pain. Yeah, the K2 clips. You got
have
me
things.
laid last year with that.
You did get laid
I
last
got
year.
laid last year with it. I don't know if we have footage of that, but it did happen. Maybe that's only for our paying members. I don't know.
See?
Anyways.
A lot you're missing out on,
Lot
people.
You're missing out on. Camera Lady Amber's just shaking her head like we are tangenting way too far. It's going to get cut anyways, and that is the magic of that. Guys, check out K2 Kevin.
Yes.
We'll link to his Thangs page. Any other pages you want us to link to?
Things, printables, and Maker World.
Yeah.
All of them.
Go give this guy some love. Check out these awesome parts that, they really do just fit well. They really do.
I mean, I'm telling you, those are really a popular model.
yeah.
Yeah.
Liz, where can the folks at home find you?
I'm Pezliz everywhere. But
Pezliz?
on Twitch, on the places.
If you don't know
Pezliz.
Pezliz, I'd say you must be new, but honestly, they probably know you if they're new
I was
too.
on your podcast.
That's true.
That's good enough.
But now you got to get Kevin on the podcast.
Oh,
No,
Lord.
no.
That's too much exposure for
no,
one
we
day.
can do. We can actually talk about the real origin story of this, the origin of all
Sure.
your designing and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's a short story.
This has been awesome, guys. Thank you so much for bringing all these maker chips out and making
Yeah.
tons of custom ones for people all over the world, right?
Global sensation.
Global sensation,
Global.
Mr. Worldwide over here.
I appreciate you.
Guys, we have a ton of coverage coming up from 3D Printopia 2024, so stay tuned for that. Make sure to leave a like and get subscribed. That is all we have for you all today. Stay safe out there. Don't forget to call your loved ones. And as always, keep making awesome and keep printing awesome. Go make some maker chips.
Doesn't have to be good to be a classic.
That's what I say. See you later. Technically.
She makes chocolate.
Yes, we know.
Chocolate chips.
Chocolate chip.
And she also throws a
Right.
mean snowball.
Hamburger, different breads, sesame seed buns, whatnot.
How many? Woo! We got that on 360. What? I always tangent. You can't stop me. Yeah.